All right, they're called Coheed and Cambria, and the thing is, the music, it's all like part of a graphic novel, and he goes through the whole thing. It's crazy that Ludwig is psychoanalyzing this guy because he doesn't usually do that, which means that this guy crossed a mental line.
He rattled me.
Yeah, Ludwig.
Ludwig, I am Ludwig pilled now, and it's and I wrote
what did
this
you mean
down.
when you said that?
So Ludwig has this outlook on life, and I get it now because I'm a content creator. And I was like, so everything that he does or like has to go toward this like gravity ball of I need to make good content and move forward with that. And I get it. And it's like anything that kind of gets in the way of that, he just has to put it aside. And I was thinking like, I understand what he's like now because I make videos.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so I've been waiting to tell you guys this about the trip. So I just got back from Sweden today, and I've never done this before, and this happened on the first day I got there. So I get to like the Sweden airport. I take the train. I fucking get to Leffen's house because I stayed with him for most of the time, and then we just like I think we went out like a little bit. You know, we get food, like just catch up a bit. And then I go and take a nap. We head back out. We go to like a really nice place. We start getting a little drunk. We go to a bar. And it's a group of us sitting around like this table. And we're just like getting, I don't know. I'm exhausted, but I'm like getting increasingly intoxicated. Like I haven't been this fucked up in, I don't know, maybe since like Austin.
And it's also the real you.
Yeah. When I'm fucked up, everybody should know that when I'm fucked up, I'm the real me.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's like a really big part of
That's
it.
facts.
It's just like it's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Carl.
Wow.
And he's like, wow. And it says wow in big white letters.
Do you really think you can eat that whole time?
They have Chandler try to eat. He doesn't even. He just gives up. Yeah, that's a great video.
In the topic channel, I have a little note here, and it says, "Thank you, Coinbase,
Oh, that was your transition?
for sponsoring the yard."
We could have just done it.
Yeah.
That was a
No,
lot of
because
build-up.
you know what? I abandoned ship on this bit. Basically, this guy I knew in high school fucked our lunch lady, and so I wanted to talk about that, but then I bailed on that idea.
We can come back to that.
That's
No, we will.
No,
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
we will.
Okay.
After.
Thank you very much.
No, hold on.
Coinbase.
He's talking over you. And speaking of people with that money, shout out to Coinbase.
Well, actually, speaking of Mr. Beast, because he also has a Coinbase sponsorship.
Speaking of Mr. Beast, who also has a Coinbase sponsor, shout out to Coinbase.
No.
Yeah,
no.
you are a moron.
No. Listen, I'm not saying that I am like this or I do this or I'm going to like be like.
Are you even monetized?
Make shit like Ludwig. I'm monetized, but I put songs in my videos, so I can't.
Okay.
You were listening to
Slime
Rush?
makes one free throw, and
No,
he's
no,
like,
no.
I get it
Listen,
now. I
listen.
get why they go to the court at 8
I'm
a.m.
saying that
He's like
I
Ty Lopez, bro. Yo, it's
I'm a
about
hooper.
knowledge, all right?
I made a free throw, and I basically was like, oh, and then I went through this like fucking Slumdog Millionaire life where I just see into the future, which doesn't happen in Slumdog Millionaire, and he's like, and basically I understood.
Describing
It's like Life
Slumdog
of
Millionaire
Pi.
like it's
There's
that
no
so
timer.
Raven.
I can see in the future.
I understood everything because I need to like kind of walk in someone's shoes for a second to like get the whole deal. And I get
uploads
it now.
a single YouTube video, and he turns into Drake in the Sprite commercial. And he starts breaking apart into different pieces.
I don't get the reference, but that sounds right.
Zipper, pull up Drake in the Sprite
you
commercial.
You basically figured out what it's like to chew 5 gum after posting that.
I did.
It's impossible.
And so when we're sitting there, and at some point these two like women walk in, and they're clearly older. They're clearly like in the range of like 35 to 50.
Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a huge range.
That is
Such
a
a
huge
gigantic-
I can't. If I had to guess, I'd say early 40s.
That's,
Like,
crazy. You could not tell the difference between a 35-year-old and
yeah,
a
what do you
50-year-old.
think? How old do you think I am?
I don't know, like what, like 43.
Also, that's the nice way of saying like someone is old, and like the aimen way of saying it.
Yeah.
Like, what would?
They look older. They look.
It's like
old.
like a grandma. She's like, you look 20 to 78.
You
And
look
we're in that
so
range.
good.
You look like you could be in this 50-year range.
You're a live human.
You could pass as born in the 20th century. Like, easy. Hey, actually, you know what? I just talked to the guy.
Okay.
John Coinbase.
Uh-huh. And
Code's coming.
Code's coming? Oh, it's code season.
John Coinbase
I don't
finally
believe it.
said
Code's coming.
I
I don't
actually
believe it.
also
It's code
don't
season.
believe it.
Code's coming. I'll show
literally
you.
don't
I'll show
believe
you
it.
the messages right
Mountain
now.
Dew code red alert.
In the time that I'm showing them the message, you could go to the App Store and download Coinbase.
If you do it before Ludwig finishes, you win one coupon.
Woo!
You're gonna win a free.
You win.
You win a free coupon for unlimited items.
Big coupons, big coupies.
You win the coupon.
And if you trade
here.
the unlimited items, you win one
Bang.
free ride.
Look at this. It says, well, I won't read all this because it's actually somewhat, but it basically
It says, I didn't know that it could get that small. Shouts and prayers to you, brother. I
Well-
don't know why you sent this, but you do have a code
small
coming.
being
Actually,
the
it would
code
be
that
kind
they're
of
going to send us.
homely
Shout out to
reply.
Coinbase. Supporting the yard. Go download the app.
late or
so,
early.
so you see these two old decrepit grandmothers
They're not decrepit.
that look
They're
like
just older.
the worm from SpongeBob.
well, you saw the two women from ABBA.
So two women come down to the club in automated stairs. Like they're sitting down in a
Slowly.
seat and slowly coming to the,
And it's just
to
like
the first floor. They have milk of magnesia in their left hand, and they have a life alert around their neck.
And Aiden says, "Oh hi, Aimen."
And,
You guys want to do ketamine?
Just say, hey, what's up? Do you want to like build some IKEA furniture or something? We can like go outside.
And the real world, which philosophers are always struggling to define.
Back to the regularly scheduled program. Let's talk about your friend fucking the lunch lady.
Okay, well,
Your friend fucked a lunch lady?
so he fucked.
What?
Slime's friend fucked a what?
How
Lunch
old
lady.
was
Okay,
she?
bad
Stop
lunch
saying,
lady.
stop saying a lunch lady like it's a slur. Okay?
Sorry. Your friend fucked the lunch lady.
Yeah.
Oh, like, what do you mean?
Way different.
The only one?
It's a title.
You only had one at the school.
No, it's,
We had a
it's
few.
a lunch lady
It's like
then.
my friend
No.
fucked a lunch,
No,
but
it's
like
like
the U
saying
the U is censored and like
No, when you guys say a lunch lady, it's like she got picked up off the street corner, like
No,
we picked up
You
Aimen.
use if there's multiple, the if there's one. Earth has one moon, the
Pick me up
moon.
off the street corner.
Jupiter has a moon.
Jupiter has several moons.
Jupiter
Yeah.
has so many moons. It's like over 60.
But what I'm
we
saying
guys,
is,
you're getting distracted. He fucked a lunch lady.
No, but we're just sitting there, and they're at a table like across from us on their own. There's other people in the bar too, but and they're
Fuck
clearly
these
having
old
like
women.
they're
Fucking
very
Vizio.
very good.
you
like,
got wobbly
night-
aged by two
Yeah.
ancient Scandinavians
That's
with strap-ons.
crazy.
and the thing was they had the early bird wristbands, so
Yeah.
they actually got free drinks. for
Yeah,
the whole-
they got chicken fried steak, and then they fucked the shit out
Did
of
you
Aimen.
eat their pube like Midsommar?
I did have a separate conversation.
Yeah.
Cut the clip, cut the clip.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you, as your boss, if you go to
Wasn't even
Sweden
that
and
much
you
older
don't
than me.
come back with a pipe story, it's curtains.
That
What?
is
I'm not gonna
so
go pipe anybody.
problematic.
It's not
I
about
am now
pipe.
HR, and that was wrong.
No,
I'm not
he has to
traveling
pipe.
for sex.
You have to pipe and you have to tell us the story. It's the only reason you're allowed to travel.
What are you gonna do?
Otherwise, you're
I'm
landlocked.
going. I'm actually going to a Young Lean concert, and then I'm going to a
That's so
a
tight.
football match.
I'm on his side
Wait,
now.
what's the football match?
I don't know, some Swedish club.
I love
Dude,
that.
we watched
I got invited to
me
it.
and Slime watched football highlights last night.
We
Like,
That
watched
was
some
tight.
sick goals.
Is that because
tight.
of me? 'Cause we watched it 2 nights
It was
ago.
in your recommended, so yes.
We fucked up your algorithm. We put a bunch of Aqua Teen Hunger Force in there.
It's
Yeah.
so cringe.
we did fuck your algorithm. But
It's not material. It's not spiritual. It's not mental. It is what it is.
So here's what happened. I only remembered this
options.
because Lunch Lady, I don't know why, but I put it in the topic channel. Either way, yeah, this guy I went to school with, when he graduated a year later, he went to the Lunch Lady's house and they started like dating.
wait, hold on. There's a lot of missing. He
'Cause-
just went to her home.
Here's the thing,
Just
where I
showed
grew up, the adults were very irresponsible and they would often drink with students. That's not what she looked like.
Wow.
But it's also not far away from what she looked like, Zipper.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was like double his age.
This is an Aiden situation?
This is an
Come
Aiden
on,
situation.
dude.
Oh, I can't call it an Aiden situation.
Hey.
Double?
When in Sweden, as we call it, when you fuck the lunch lady.
Do as the Swedish
Okay.
do.
She was
By the way-
9
Swedes will.
years older.
Do you want to announce the baby?
She was not. Oh, come on,
Amen
dude.
Jr.?
The little meatball.
Call toll free. It's a network of words.
Two Mimas
great
in
time
the
for
building.
Yeah, and they're clearly having a very good time. And after like 15 minutes or so, they wander over to our table to say hi,
Hedge.
and they just say, "Hedge."
That's H-E-J.
It's
Swedish.
pronounced hey,
They
but
say, come
Yeah,
over and
they
they say,
don't say.
they don't
hedge.
say hedge.
Hedge.
They don't say hedge.
They say, "Can you fine young men help me down these steps?"
I'm trying to get
Hey,
crunk,
Dor.
bitch.
They're just talking to us,
Uh-huh.
but once they start talking to me, they realize like where I'm from because I cannot speak Swedish, and one of them is immediately like eyes like locked on me, like blind.
Yeah. He's the cartoon
American jerky.
What?
No. That's okay. All right.
And I'm like,
you guys don't know what it's like when you go to
Sweden.
Sweden.
You hate Sweden, but that's
you don't
not
know
what their
it's
people
like.
sound
That's what
like.
they do when you go, bro.
Somehow this is racist. What
You
you're
end up
doing.
in Malmo,
racist towards Swedes,
and they start sucking down American teat.
What
that
do you
true?
know about Malmo?
Bro, I know enough.
You been to Malmo?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Continue.
I'm just like talking back and forth where she's older, but I would say she's good looking. Like I
What
think
does that
she's
mean?
attractive.
I would say that. Does that mean you have high or low standards?
Would I
of
not
beauty?
say that, or would Slime not say that?
I would say she's good looking. It's a
You
weird. It's a weird qualifier.
No, because I think it's just like an opinion based thing.
Okay.
Normally, a man who's as young as he is would not find a woman as decrepit and old as she is
Right.
attractive.
Okay.
In that stage of her life.
Yeah. So you find this hospice person who escaped.
Yeah.
You
said your gown looks lovely right now.
Yeah, I was just in triage for COVID.
I walk up.
Dude, the fucking chapter marker for this story is going to be the entire episode in the YouTube. It's just us berating Aiden, not letting him finish it.
Aimen fucks a gilf in parentheses.
I walk up to the bar, and I'm there with I'm still talking to her, and her friend is also talking to me, but she doesn't seem she seems like friendly, but like definitely not interested.
Her and her husband have been together like 40 years, so.
Yeah. I can't step on that.
Yeah.
You know? I would never home wreck. So
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
again.
Well,
Continue, please.
we won't get into that.
And but the first woman is like starting to get a little grabby, and like there is another woman at the bar, and she starts talking to me at the same time.
Is
and
she
it becomes,
also
like, this back and forth.
79?
She's younger, but
Okay.
she's older
Her
than
daughter.
me, but she's younger. She looks like she's like early 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she starts like it kind of joins in our conversation, and it's me and the two of them like talking, and it's like obviously flirting, like even for my like brain dead fucking
in English or
perception of these
Swedish?
things. In English,
And they're double teaming you. Are they acknowledging each other?
You guys look like you're trying to.
No, they're.
You look like you're trying to sneak into an R-rated movie. These are my mothers. I would like one ticket to the boobs
These are
one.
my three mothers.
Boobs one, please.
And the first woman is starting to like allude that she wants to go somewhere, but her friend is like, we gotta go. Like we gotta head out of this bar. She's like out the door. She's calling her friend out, and then she says we like say bye. She leaves, and I just keep talking to this third person, to this slightly younger
new
person
Who's still old as fuck.
who I find out is 33.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you
Old
asked.
as-
Because you were like, I'm tired of this shit. How old are all
No,
of you
I didn't
here?
ask. I didn't ask. She brought it up because she asked how old I was, and I was just honest. So.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Imagine you lie.
Implying that
I'm 31.
Is there any world where saying like 24, 25 is a miss?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's the
No,
prime
maybe not.
age.
But
No,
you
maybe
can be
not.
young enough where you have to use the line "old enough for you."
No.
That would never work.
I'll tell you
it
why.
works against pedophiles.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
no.
it doesn't work against
No,
pedophiles.
it would thwart them.
Yeah.
No! All I wanted to
Wanna know
do
which one
was
he was?
watch TikTok, and I had to listen to Korn instead.
Just
And I
one-
don't like
I
metal.
think you're
One
the
star.
first guy that's had that problem, maybe ever.
I don't like
think
metal.
so. It's not.
It's not for me. I prefer Japanese city pop.
You do.
I prefer
Dude!
Japanese.
The Japanese border's closed
That's
again.
right.
Yeah,
Hey,
get fucking
Open the
on.
border. Stop having
wait
it be
because
closed.
of the new variant.
Because Omniscron.
Are you going
That's
to Smash Camp now?
Whoops.
No,
Why?
because I'm sad.
I'm going to
In spite.
I'm going to Sweden in 2 days.
What?
I'm going back.
Hold on, wait.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, he's going He's going to Sweden for a Young Lean concert.
It's on it. Is it in there?
It's gonna be a hoot.
Do you see you asked?
No, I didn't see you asked.
Yeah, saw that coming from a mile away.
This actually smells like gasoline. That's so cute. This is real.
Do you think it?
It
Do you
smells
think
like
we could get
gasoline
high?
right now. I mean, yeah.
I just
Why
watched the
are you
Always Sunny
going
video.
to Sweden?
Oh, why are you going in? What's there?
I'm literally just going. This
Well,
is not, didn't have to do with it at all.
The results came in, and it's his.
I don't like the bit.
Hey.
I like, you know what? You had sex with an older
Hey.
woman, and that's okay.
The morning glory blooms for an hour, but differs not at heart from the giant pine, which lives for 1,000 years.
All right, go on.
It's the age thing comes up later in like a really dumb way. She
Chris Hansen has a
she
sniper
asks
rifle.
she
aimed at this club.
asks if I wanna leave, and I'm like, oh, you want to go to your place? And she's like, well, no, I just broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and I still live with him. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm staying with my friends, and I'm pretty sure that they won't let me like do this there. And she's like, you should ask.
Wow.
So I go over.
That's crazy.
I go over to the table. And
Aiden's got an up-tucked boner.
I lean over. It's like, it's me, and Leffen is across from me, everybody else around the booth, right? And I look at Leffen, and I place my hands on the table. And I was like,
I can see this.
she wants to hook up at your place. Please say no.
Really?
And he's like, yeah, no. Like, there's like hotels nearby, and Leffen starts looking up hotels
You're like,
on his phone.
No, you don't get it. I don't want to do that, right? Because you don't want to.
No, I was kind of fighting because if she just said, "Oh yeah, we can go to mine," I would have just said yes.
I imagined what
But you didn't
want
want to do all the hassle. I got it. I got it,
shit.
sweetheart.
I imagined what you were gonna say when you went up. You put your hands on the table. You're like, I must bust.
Because I think I phrased it in a way where it's like you can say no, but in a way where like if you suddenly changed your mind, I think I'd do it.
Okay,
Like,
I understand.
But for context, this is like I would say on like a scale of who I'm typically attracted to, maybe she's
On the younger end.
She's a little lower
Yeah.
on it.
wow. Yeah,
But-
and you said it was a boys' club, and now here you are telling
I-
this hard
hold on.
three that you don't want her. You weird old Swedish
Telling
women.
this,
not what I
this
said.
soft four.
That's not what I
this
said.
poor soft four.
Sing Mamma Mia again, you bat.
No,
and so yeah, it was this weird occurrence. I guess it happened a lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of people from my school ended up having sex with the adults when they got out of the school.
That's weird.
And that's weird,
it is
guys.
weird.
Why was it like that?
That's the grad party.
you
Oh.
that's your grad
Either
party.
way, this guy.
in Colorado, you get your diploma by fucking a faculty
you have
member.
to
when I
earn it.
went to
Really low graduation rate out there.
when I went to my high school reunion, one of my like friends in high school, he was like my best friend in high school. We fell away as you do sometimes. But we start talking, we catch up, and he's like, dude, I'll just make up a name. He's like, I fucked Julie's mom. And I'm like, no way. And he's like, yeah, dude. And I'm just like, how? He's like, I don't know, we just got close. And I'm like,
He's
this
like-
is so fucking crazy.
He's like
How do you
10%
just
luck,
get
20%
close?
skill.
Dude, this is what happens when you don't move away from the neighborhood you grew up
I'm
in.
saying, because I grew up in a small town.
That Fort Minor song's just about fucking a lunch lady.
And so basically that happened, and I'm just much like Ludwig's earlier realization here. I'm doing a lot of realizing, and it's pretty crazy.
You've never fucked anyone from your hometown?
From my hometown,
That's
like an
older than
adult? No. No.
What do you mean? Don't
Why are you scoffing at me?
Yikes.
as if you have.
It was me, the geography teacher, and the lunch lady.
Walk
We-
into a bar.
Blowies left and right.
Dixon butts.
A multidimensional network of all kinds of vibrations.
Dicks and butts, so much fun. Sucking down on farts, outrageous fun.
She's still cute, like, and I'm fucking in Sweden. Like, this would be cool. This would be fun. And I've told you this before, but when I'm really drunk, I think
You're the
Nick,
real you,
Nick
and-
just killed.
I just
Nick just killed
murdered
a
a
fly.
fly.
That was
For the bug
spot
zapper.
on.
No, no, no.
No, I wait for no one.
Should've waited
He's
for the
better
I'm
than the
bug
he's better
zapper.
than
That's the
machine.
real bug zapper.
That was
This
good
is man versus
execution.
machine.
Elon won't beat us.
He needs to prove we don't need that.
Yeah,
When
and
the
your ball.
apocalypse comes.
Slime was reacting to football like it was the first time he's watched it. Not like in a bad way, but like he saw like his first bicycle kick and he went, "What?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah,
damn.
bro." these
Everyone
guys are
goes on the
crazy."
screen. He goes, "Is that Messi?"
No, they did have to point him out.
Yeah,
had
I
to
had
point out
out
Messi, yeah.
I had to
We
literally
actually
go,
did.
That's Messi. And he goes, "Really?"
Yeah, I said really.
He's
Ronaldo
smart. Yeah.
Ronaldo took his shirt off in the montage, and Slime was like, "Wow, he's so."
I was like, that
ripped."
guy's jacked. And you're like,
guy's
that's
so
Ronaldo.
jacked.
And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also was like, "They have the most hair of any sport."
That's true.
And then Wayne Rooney came on screen, and he was like, "Wait a minute."
The theory
Aren't
why
that
they have
bald.
so much hair is that they're technically like higher celebrities than like say American athletes because they're like world stars. And like when you're a football athlete in your country, you're like a big fucking deal, and you got to take care of the way you look. But like if you're a
You
baseball
cut the
player,
ribbon to the city, dude.
you don't really like you're not as like celebritified as you are. You know, so
I can't argue on Bald Theory 101, so I'll believe you.
I remember some stuff from that stuck with me for a while, and then I don't know if this really counts, but you know how you'd be at school and people would just rip SpongeBob quotes all the time.
I'm ready.
That is, I'm gonna say it, the worst quote you could have pulled.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, like that one,
Crazy.
man.
Why?
Like that one. Everybody was
being
doing
in the
that
lunch
one.
line and say, "I'm ready," and then looking over at your friends like from SpongeBob.
Like somebody.
Speaking of SpongeBob and how it connects to every piece of our life, Aimen did this thing where he said he was going out. This was like last weekend, I think. And we joked with him a lot. We're like, you gonna have sex, Aimen?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have sex
You
with
gonna
that?
go have sex with someone?
You gonna have sex with someone? No, I'm not gonna have sex with someone. No, I'm not gonna do that.
He does do that.
Just gonna go like hang out, whatever. And he gets
never
really
mind.
defensive.
Never mind.
He gets really.
He gets
Okay.
very defensive when you ask
I
him.
already brought it up. I'm gonna say
He
it.
comes home, and I hit him again. I'm like, fucking have some sex. I mean, you have sex when you hung out or what? And he's like, and he looks me dead ass in the eye. He's like, no, I didn't know. And I'm sitting at my computer, and he gets in his rolly chair and rolls up to me really close, and he's like, I had sex
Dude,
with that person.
What's also funny about that is before he left the house, I did the same exact thing to him, and I was like, "You got shingles, man." And he was like, "I'm not gonna have sex. I have shingles." That's what he said. He's like, "I have shingles. I'm not gonna have sex." And then when he had sex, I was like, "That guy's got shingles, man." And Aiden goes, "I kept my shirt on," like he's going in the pool.
Dude, and the reason why SpongeBob reminded me of this was because it's the moment where Squidward does not like Krabby Patties. He's never tried them, and then he finally does. And he's after hours at the Krusty Krab, and he's like hiding one, but SpongeBob finds out.
You like
and he does
intercourse,
this
don't
face
you, Squidward?
where he,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
his
where he's
whole
really
face-
high.
And he's like, you like Krabby Patties, don't? And I kept saying that, like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you? Amy?
From time to time, not all the time, but at certain times, to stop thinking altogether and simply be aware of what is.
Provide the context of like so when I'm drunk, I'm like the easiest person alive. I will if I'm wasted. This is probably maybe a bad thing to put out there, but if I'm wasted and you ask me to have sex with you, I will probably say yes.
Wow,
I
okay.
will,
Only 15 after telling people to DM you. Wow, bold man.
and if you're over the age of 22, like
Yeah.
it's,
No, it sounds like you're soliciting the bat signal to be like it's a yard-shaped
No,
signal.
no,
And you're like, if I'm
just
drunk, I will
explaining-
fuck you, dude.
no, I'm just explaining this.
No, okay, I will back this up. Aimen,
You see a cloud in the sky that kind of looks like shingles. I should call him.
I need Tom. I will back this up. Aimen, when he's drunk, is very enjoyable and he's very like huggy. Like if
He
you're
just
if you're his
walks,
friend.
he just crab walks around and he wants to dance with you.
Yeah, and he's like a big teddy bear, and it's actually very fun. He's very sweet.
But the important thing is to be able to come back to reality.
You like getting sexy time, don't you, Aiden?
He was also like, yeah, but I kept my shirt on, and I was like, damn, it's like that, like a fucking.
Did you
like,
tell them?
disrespectful?
Of course. What the fuck? I'm not insane. Oh my god.
I don't know.
To be. Oh
Hey, do you want
my
to go
God.
somewhere private? Also, I have this
crazy.
disgusting disease.
Yeah, it's crazy you said to them, I have a gross, icky shingle body.
That's not what I said.
You'll get it if we fuck. And then they were like, okay.
Also, they're like gone. You've seen this.
Oh no!
Let me
Oh
see,
no,
let me
bitch!
see. Shingle
No.
update. Shingle update.
Okay,
shingle
now
update.
they're gone.
that.
They were not gone.
That
a
is
week
not
ago.
gone. That
They-
is not
they were
gone.
not
Show the
gone a
viewers.
week
Show the viewers at home.
Oh my
Show that is
God.
not gone.
It's fucking
That's
gone.
fine.
No.
But a week
It's
ago,
fine, but it's not
a week
gone.
ago, it looked like a fucking like a 13-year-old boy in middle school on the Accutane before it kicked in.
Oh, I took
It did not look like that. He's just raw. He's described
Look,
these poorly
one
every
second
step of the
on
way.
your acne, we got to talk about you.
My acne.
No, your fucky boy.
My fucky boy. What does that mean?
Your penis and balls.
Why did you lie?
What to him?
Yeah.
Because I hate when you're right. No.
Cheeks, man.
Did you not plan on it?
No, wait, it's not what you think. This is a big misunderstanding. You've got to believe me. Listen, I am telling you. You better listen to me, SpongeBob.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Yes!
Yeah, so
33-year-old,
I'm
you're
down.
easy to fuck.
I think what I'm saying is, if I was sober, I would not have done this. Like,
Okay.
100%, I would have said no.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, there's a hotel nearby. And I told her, I was like, well, there's a place across the street. I will do this. I've never booked a hotel to have sex with somebody in my life. Like, this will be the first. My first night in
That's
Sweden.
like what
I'll go
cheaters do in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is-
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cinematic.
You're going to your first Motel 6.
It feels weird in a way, but I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Stockholm?
This is like funny. This is it's in
Okay.
Stockholm.
And you had some extra rupees, and you're like, let's do this.
They don't use rupees.
Yeah, the rupees.
What do they use?
Yeah,
Kroner.
he smashed some
the
pots
pounds.
in the corner of the club and got some green rupees.
Quid. So you get the
Hey,
hotel.
can I buy you a drink?
I just knocked over a couple flower pots in the bar, and it's just like, oh, money.
You
That's
bought
what
the
the social programs do. They just put little bits of money around the.
Did
Yeah.
you buy it or have it her split?
I ended up buying it.
Okay.
But he was like, can you Venmo me?
How
for
much?
that?"
Hold on. We go to this first hotel, which is right next to the bar.
Wait, first
And
hotel?
They say exactly, and they say, well, we can't. It's like past 1 a.m. and they're like, well, we can't like book any rooms right now.
I work night audit, and it's a pain in the ass to have someone come after the audit, which is usually at midnight.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, okay. And in my head, it's got to be like, this is over. Like that, we gave it a good try, and she's like, no, we'll try another
This
place.
is her kink. Her kink is getting rejected at hotels. She
Yeah,
knows which ones
honestly,
will reject
You
her.
expected just to like be like Mario getting hit by something, and then just be like, and then you wake up at Leffens.
But I actually had like 3 mushrooms
Yeah.
worth of getting hit by something.
He's fire flowered.
Yeah.
Because I find
He
like
goes down one.
She's like, I don't know about this anymore.
I'm ready to go home, like or go back to the bar, because at this point they're still all there, and we head up the street and we're like talking, and a really annoying thing, and all people, I think this happens specifically with men and women, but when older women like date or hook up with like men who are younger with them, even if it's a few years, they just talk about it the whole time.
Yes, that's true.
And
it's
it's all
annoying.
And while we're
Right,
going,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know you get it.
Remember that one time?
Right.
That was
Never
crazy.
forget that.
Well, I mean,
That's all that we got.
no, but he understands. He knows what I'm talking about.
They're just very self-conscious, and they want to. They would like reassurance, and like often you give them the reassurance, like, no, I find you attractive. Like, this is great. This is a
The
good
dentures
time.
don't bother me. And to Mr. and Mrs. McCraig, we're kidding. He didn't actually have sex. He's waiting until
Do your
marriage,
parents know you got
as you
sex?
promised.
Last week, no, I didn't call them. I didn't be like,
No, yeah, I'm
Mom,
not
Dad,
saying
I
last
had sex. Like
That would be a
no,
good update
I
for
I
him.
think I'm actually super. I think ever since I left home, I'm like super honest with my parents about everything when the topic comes up. So,
But they gotta
like,
ask. They gotta ask the right
I
question.
mean, you
Yeah.
haven't told him about heroin yet.
That's true. You didn't tell
Yeah.
them.
Well-
You've been doing a lot of heroin.
I mean, over Christmas, like when the track marks were out, it was.
There's time to fess up.
Yeah.
This becomes an escapade where we go up one street all the way, like a long walk to another hotel. It's got to be like 15 minutes. They won't take us either. She's like, we got to go to the other one. We go all the way back to a third hotel. They won't take us either. And at this point, I'm like, this is it. Like
you're going on a
I'm
man's
done.
quest for pussy.
I'm done. Like I'm talking to her. I've been drunk enough to like keep going on this journey, and she must want to have sex like really badly for us to have spent this much
Yeah.
time hotel hopping.
Post-breakup.
Well, if you've ever watched Harold and Kumar, it ends good. So
Yeah,
you're gonna get it if you keep
and
it.
she's got like 45 minutes till she's not able to childbear anymore. so.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that's
Oh,
why.
that cuts deep.
You know what?
That's
45 from menopause.
That's too.
It's really
that's too dark.
What difference does it make whether an event be long or whether it be short?
Call toll free.
I just hate when you guys are right. Okay, and I didn't plan on it. And
Dude, we were giving you shit for it for so long, and like to a point where it was like actually a meme. It's like he's obviously not going to, and he came home. And
Which is funny because we've somehow found a way to dunk on Aiden for fucking.
Yeah.
What's funny is the first year he lived with us, he never had sex and never had anyone over, and we'd make fun of him for that.
And then he
also
dude,
did have sex.
This is exactly like when I got bullied in 2nd grade for having arm hair, and then I shaved and got bullied for having shaved arms.
Damn,
this is the same
there's
thing.
no winning.
I am just carrying that weight.
The old thing was
Call us
that
Addison.
that I haven't had sex with anyone in the old house.
Yeah.
And then
I'm projecting.
And then I did have sex with people. I had sex with a number of people, and then you shifted the goalpost and was like, "Well, you haven't had sex in this house," because I would go over their places.
Yeah. Aiden.
We fuck you up, man. Oh, I will.
Yes, I admit it, SpongeBob. I love Krabby Patties.
If I talked all the time, I would never hear what anyone else has to say.
Finish this out, King.
Okay, so the final step of this is I'm ready. She must give up at this point. Like I'm ready to walk back. I'm ready for her to like cut the whole thing off. She's talking to this woman at the front desk in Swedish. And then she comes back to me and she's like, "Oh, they have a hotel where they can like book us. They just called us an Uber. It'll take us there." And I'm like, "All right." And I get in the car, we get to the hotel, we like book a night there. I end up paying for it after she had said like 50 times that like, "I'll pay for the room, I'll pay for the room." And I'm just like, I'm paying for this, which is, you know, that's part of the course of the story.
How many kroners?
Right? How many? It was at like $170 US for the night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over 1,000 kroner.
So, and we hooked up. It was honestly, it was great. She was nice. Like it was the whole evening's like cool. And we come out the next next morning because it was dark when we got there. I don't know Stockholm. I've been in this city for fucking 12, 16 hours. And I walk out of the hotel and we're just in like the most industrial area. There was an airport, like some weird airport across the street, but not the airport that I flew into. There's no apartments. Like I have no clue where
You're just
I am.
in a Russian countryside town.
And I'm like, dude, how did we get here? And I go on like my like Swedish walk of shame across the city to get back to Leffen's apartment.
They're throwing eggs at you and shit.
And I like come home and I like knock on the door and Leffen opens it. He just smirks. And that was my first night.
That's
in Sweden.
insane.
Wow.
That was your first night.
Yeah.
You know, like most people like try the food, or they like see, is IKEA the same here? I don't know. I love the idea of this woman being like, "So why are you in Sweden?" And he's like, "All right, so there's a guy named Ken." And so Ken said, if you grab someone, they can't move.
Yeah, throw them up.
And then Ken starts losing to these guys, and they're called like the Five Gods, right? And then finally, there's this like little Swedish kid, and he gets really
He's
good
right there.
really
He's
fast.
right here.
He has more followers than Young Lean.
Just let your mind think whatever it wants to think about.
So do you think it's good?